Let's try that again.
Tuesday's a blue day, Wednesday's a frenzy, Thursday's the worst day, Friday is great, cause I can hardly wait until the weekend. I should be clocking in at 8, but I'm a little late. Can't blame my baby cause I took her on a date. It's 3 till 10, and then it's Friday again. Here come the weekend. Here come the weekend. Here come the weekend. My working week's so tough, I think I've had enough until the weekend. I've had an overdose of doctor's notes, but it just don't ease the pain. Going on the sick, don't do the trick. Sooner or later I'll be clocking in again. Working like a dog for the 10 hours a day. Can't ever see enough of my take-home pay. They pay me for the shit like I was giving a gift. Here come the weekend. Whoa. Doctor's notes, but it just don't ease the pain. Going on the sick, don't do the trick. Sooner or later I'll be clocking in again. Sunday I'll be able to.
Alright, that should be long enough to piss off YouTube. Fuck 'em. How are you folks? Welcome to a special Friday edition. We are going to take a look at Luponic Distortion's IPA series. They do not number this one for some reason. There must be 2 different tracks, I guess. But this one has hints of lime, blueberry, and pomelo. I did not know what a pomelo was, so I went online and I looked it up. And a pomelo, or pomelo, is the largest citrus fruit, Citra maximus, I think it is in Latin. It's like the size of a fucking cabbage. Apparently really big in Asia. Supposed to be delicious, like a grapefruit without the bitterness, and not as juicy, so not as messy. If I run across one, I'll grab one. They sound interesting. Was not happy with just another thing I didn't get this year. I didn't get any pluots, and pluots are, oh, so good. Delicious. Didn't see them in the store. Thanks, Corona. Anyway, that's Dave Edmunds and the Refreshments. It's a live album, apparently, from 1999, doing Here Comes the Weekend. A pile of rock live. Rock Pile was one of the first supergroups. Well, not first, but one of the big ones of the 80s, anyway. Dave Edmunds, Nick Lowe, Billy Bremer. Good band. I really like that disc. I have it somewhere. Heads come down a little. It looks like she is going to lace beautifully. The head's flattened out and the bubbles have just expanded. The effervescence was packed tight, and now it's got a little shoulder room. It has grown up a bit. Oh, I forgot to tell you why we're having a special edition. This smells really good, by the way, and I'm not an IPA guy. Although I drink these all the time for some reason. Probably because it's experimental. And that's what we're celebrating. Today is the 87th anniversary of the repealing of the 20th Amendment, where people decided we should no longer be able to drink alcohol because there were Karens 100 years ago. We'll never get rid of the Karens. So, Prohibition was repealed 87 years ago with the 21st Amendment. And so today is known as Repeal Day. Happy Repeal Day, my friends. It was a holiday I did not know existed, but the history guy, history must be remembered. History should be remembered. Anyway, the history guy on YouTube. It's great. Every day he throws up just another little tidbit of history. Awesome channel. You should check him out if you haven't. And if you find that kind of stuff interesting. I do. I'm kind of a geek, so. Hoppy, but not super. Not particularly piney. citrusy. Go figure. Where the hell would the citrus be coming from? They don't give me a lot of information on the page. The ABV is 5.9. The IBUs are 50. 50 is like way top end for me. I don't drink anything much over 50. It's just too bitter. I don't like bitterness. And the SRM is listed as a 5. Well, that's a really nice light gold color. I can get behind 5, so why not? That's the nose. You know what that means. I'm going to have to slip the tongue. Lime, blueberry, pomelo. No fruits, no flavorings, no shortcuts. Just the magic of 100% natural hops, expertly blended to offer mind-bending flavors with each numbered release. There's no number on here, guys. Oh well. I've done so many of these. I think I started doing these around 9 or 10. They're always interesting, which is why I'm always willing to grab a 6-pack, because some of them suck, but they're still interesting. So look. Got the stupid thermos in the kitchen. Sorry. She's right around 50 would be my guess. Comes in nice, not overly bitter. Builds in through the middle where the bitterness tends to taper off. It's a little cleaner. It's odd because the bitterness is on the outside and the top of the palate. Smooth. You know, I can't say blueberry. I don't taste blueberries. I don't have the sharpest palate. Definitely citrus, and it ain't lime, so it must be pomelo. It's nice. She cleans up on the back end, which is actually really surprising because usually an IPA is dirty as hell with all that oil. I don't know, maybe a little hint of lime right up front. I'm thinking that middle section is supposed to be the blueberry, but I'm not really getting much. Yeah, so she runs medium through the middle, hits the back end. Wonder what the acidity is on this. Because she's cleaner than usual. And then when you get onto the back end, you still get a little bit of that citrus flavor. Again, I'm going to guess pomelo. And, but she's clean. She doesn't have that oily hangover that you get with a lot of IPAs, especially when they super hop them. I like this. I can drink this beer. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for coming by. It is Friday, which means the weekend is here. And you should be out celebrating Repeal Day. Lift a glass for those who had enough and said, look, I'm getting a drink or we're getting a divorce, honey. Shouldn't have married a Karen in the first place, although back then they were probably called Agnes's. The hell do I know? Thanks for swinging by, folks. I appreciate you stopping in. New folks, welcome aboard. Returning folks, you know you're my people. I love you. Thank you for coming back and putting some eyeballs on here, liking and sharing. Help me grow the channel. I appreciate it. Guys, have a nice weekend. And what should we do before we leave? Incidentally, Dave Edmonds and Nick Lowe, two of my favorite artists. Rockpile was a great band. Check their stuff out. Their big one was Crawling from the Wreckage. Skull, my friends. Have a good weekend.